Pojok kiri tak? Pojok kiri.
Ya biasanya gue kalau jauh-jauh ke sini bawa cewek-cewek, bawa pemain-pemain ya. Tadi pagi udah sih sebenarnya, ini udah siang, waktunya udah jam 12 lewat gitu ya. Tapi gue gangguin waktunya Coach Jeno Matos untuk menahan makan siangnya dulu. Hari ini lunchnya, please hold your lunch. Just to talk about very important message here, especially to the grassroots level or even professional level, that you need to invest some money for your own benefits.
That's right.
Oke, ya jadi di sini ada Coach Jeno Matos yang sudah dari tahun berapa Coach di Indonesia Coach?
Untuk melatih sejak 2013.
Untuk melatih sudah dari 2013, jadi beliau ini sudah bisa bahasa Indonesia, walaupun mungkin agak masih terbata-bata, tapi juga bisa bahasa Inggris, jadi mungkin nanti kita ngobrolnya mix nih, ada bahasa Inggris, ada bahasa Indonesia gitu ya. Kenapa ini saya anggap penting? Karena banyak sekali pemain bola ketika mendapatkan kontrak, yang dipikir pertama adalah sesuatu yang sifatnya sudah bukan barang primer lagi, sudah tersier, misalnya kayak beli mobil, which is fine, itu haknya kalian karena kalian sudah punya penghasilan. Tapi kenapa nggak berpikir bahwa sepak bola itu usianya pendek? Mungkin di usia 35 kalian sudah tidak bisa main lagi, tidak tahu. Itu pun kalau kalian beruntung tanpa cedera. Nah, sebelum itu kenapa tidak berpikir misalnya investasinya dihabiskan untuk daftar di pilates, yoga, fitness, termasuk kayak di sini ada Oceano Football Center yang menyediakan services bagus banget. Ada latihan yang untuk memang spesifik latih drills, tapi juga terbentuk ototnya dan lain-lain. Nanti biar Coach Jeno Matos deh yang ngobrol. Coach, how are you Coach?
Selamat siang.
Selamat siang.
Very good.
Oke, good to see you again Coach.
My
Sebenarnya kita
pleasure.
sudah ketemu beberapa kali ya.
Two times, yeah.
Yeah. Coach, what is the main vision of the Oceano Football Center here?
So, Coach, we have this vision for so many years.
Okay.
Me and my brother Iqbal,
Okay.
that you met him just
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
the physio.
The physio ya.
We like to have a football center where we can customize the needs of footballers in the grassroots, youth, pro, foreigners, local players. Depending what they want in football, we can customize the service here. So it's part of educating, like Coach Aya said. The professional, the youth, aspiring professionals, they need to know what they want. They need to know how far they need to take care of themselves in order to excel in their career. So yeah, that's what we do here.
Oke. Pemain-pemain yang sudah di sini Coach, siapa aja? Dan latihannya apa aja Coach? Who are they?
We
Like
have
I know that there are a lot of national team players or professional players who work with you here.
Yeah, that's right.
But like you said, it's customized.
Yeah, we
So
customize.
what kind of drills that customized for their needs?
So for example, one of the players since the very first day is Renan Silva from
Renan
Bayancara.
Silva, okay.
So even if he trains in the morning Bayancara, he comes here in the afternoon. If he trains in Bayancara in the afternoon, he comes here in the morning. So we have to customize according to his schedule.
Renan Silva kalau latihan sehari 2 kali. Kalau sorenya dia latihan di Bayangkara, paginya dia kesini dulu, dihajar dalam tanda kutip sama Coach Jeno Matos. Go ahead Coach.
Arthur, Greg, we
Arthur,
have Hervey
Irawan,
also.
Greg Wakolo.
Yeah. We have a lot of young youth players for the national team. So we need to know exactly what they do in the clubs or the national teams, and we customize for them here. We need to know how much we can push them in the daily basis. We have a lot of youth players, Coach. They dream to become a top player one day. So they need to understand first how hard mereka harus kerja betul-betul, kerja keras supaya mereka bisa jadi pemain nasional.
So you building them to a better level basically, right?
Yeah, mentally, physically, and technically.
Ya, itu juga yang menjadi menarik karena anak-anak ini punya mimpi. Tadi sempat ngobrol off air bahwa anak-anak ini datang dari jauh. Kampung ada dari mana aja Coach? Sumatera?
Sumatera, Kepri.
Sumatera, dari Riau ya. Mereka
Bali.
kesini dengan mimpi bahwa mereka bisa menjadi pemain profesional ya. Salah satunya sedang ditempa. Kalau untuk mereka apakah latihannya berbeda Coach dengan yang academy level gitu?
Jadi semua di program coach yang kita punya juga ada satu program namanya Jangan Pernah Takut Bermimpi.
Jangan pernah takut bermimpi. Apa itu Coach? Bisa didetailkan?
Nah, itu yang kita sebut namanya pasukan tempur yang mereka mesti wajib punya kemampuan, kesungguhan, keseriusan di atas rata-rata. Jadi mereka latihan 1 minggu bisa sampai 12 sesi latihan.
Wow, seminggu 12 sesi, sehari 2 kali, pagi dan sore. Oke, siapa saja? Ada yang sudah berhasil mungkin? Ada yang sudah masuk ke klub profesional atau bahkan timnas?
Yeah, it's a secret
Masih secret.
pasukan.
Oke,
Because
pasukan
we are-
secret.
Yeah, we are developing them.
Oke,
Yeah.
oke.
So we have high expectations for
Okay.
them, but they are still being developed.
Oke.
But some clubs Liga 1 have made some offers on them, but we need
Okay.
more time to prepare
Ya,
them.
tapi kita selalu percaya bahwa semuanya ada prosesnya.
Proses.
Jadi nggak bisa bilang sekarang sudah hasil. Mungkin melihat hasil bahkan jangkanya panjang karena mereka masih anak-anak muda ya, coach.
Ya,
Mungkin
true.
bisa 5 atau 10 tahun. Nah, coach, yang kita lihat kan di Oceano Football Center ini juga tidak hanya menyediakan pelatihan sepak bola, tapi ada, kalau kita lihat di sana, ada rehab, ada injury prevention
Ya,
dan
ya.
apa-apa.
That's true, coach.
Okay.
This is part of our vision
Oke.
to create a true professional environment where the players come for a prehab program. 1 hour before training, they must to be here and be with the physio for injury prevention, for strengthening, because we need to face the reality in modern football.
Mhm.
If you don't have a high physical capability, you cannot make at the high level.
Exactly.
So the players need to understand that. So that's what we implement, educating our own players and also our clients. They need to understand. Yeah, so this is part of who we are, educating the players what they need to do to reach a high level.
Oke, great. Senang banget dengarnya. Coach, kalau misalnya ada yang tertarik ke sini, nilai investasi yang bisa mereka tanamkan berupa apa saja, Coach? Tentunya selain finansial, they have to pay some amount of money, and then probably if you know someone needs to be specified, customized tadi, mungkin ada deal-deal yang juga bisa
Yeah.
dilakukan
Yeah, Coach.
yang lain.
What I try to do most of the time, because we get a lot of message, we are getting more and more messages like on Instagram and people contacting us, they're asking for the fees and so on. But I always communicate with them, please come first, tell your story to us. We sit down, we have a coffee latte no sugar, and then we can customize. That's part of customizing.
Oke, iya.
Depending how many times in a week the players are able
Okay,
to come,
okay.
and then from there we move on.
Oke, interesting. Coach Jeno Matos kan dari Brazil nih, oke? Dan Coach Jeno Matos juga sudah lama di Indonesia dari tahun 2013, berarti juga mengamati ya. You are concerned or probably watching a lot of games in grassroots levels or sepak bola usia muda. What is the difference between soccer in Brazil and soccer in Indonesia? Even though I can say generally the same, right? Di Brazil ada panas matahari, di sini ada panas matahari. Di sana banyak orang-orang pemain bola yang dari maaf saya bilang kawasan kumuh atau kawasan miskin. Di Indonesia juga banyak. Banyak sekali nama-nama yang datang dari bawah, kemudian jadi besar seperti ya sebut saja Ronaldinho. Ya. Apakah itu juga mungkin terjadi di Indonesia?
Yeah, Coach, this is a very interesting question. I think to answer that effectively, I have a point of view after these 7 years. Football is the same everywhere in the world.
Oke.
Obviously, some players, some countries, they have the amount of gifted players in a high amount, and Brazil is one of them.
Yeah.
But this is not the main factor, in my opinion. It's how we approach football. Faktor keseriusan dan kesungguhan, I think it should be taken more seriously our football. For the players, I'm not talking general. The players should be more serious. So this is something that we take a lot in our players. Is the 2 factor terutama kesungguhan, keseriusan. So the players needs to learn how to dedicate more in the field. I think they joke too much.
Oke, jadi 2 hal yang saya juga sepakat banget sih. Keseriusan dan kesungguhan itu datangnya dari pemain dulu deh ya. Masalah mungkin fasilitasnya jelek di Indonesia, lapangannya jelek, mungkin ada yang bilang pelatihnya juga tidak berkelas bla bla bla. Tapi kalau tidak ada keseriusan kesungguhan juga nggak akan jadi. Sama, kamu tidak punya keseriusan, mau yang latih Jose Mourinho pun
I say this all the time. So and it comes from the players. Sometimes they say, Coach, you are motivator. I'm not a motivator. I'm a mediator. Yeah, because the motivasi must to come
Exactly.
from
Harus
the players.
motivasi datang dari dalam diri sendiri dulu. Oke, coach. Kalau melihat Indonesia dalam let's say another 5 or 10 years, do you think nggak usah jauh-jauh lah kita bicara ke Piala Dunia karena next year as you notice that there will be a big event here which is World Cup Under 20. Tapi let's say di 5 tahun atau 20 tahun ke depan, apakah Indonesia juga akan bisa berbicara banyak di level ASEAN? ASEAN saja dulu, Southeast Asia, jangan bicara dunia lah. Karena sampai sekarang kita masih susah sekali ngalahin Thailand. You know what I mean?
I
Go
know.
ahead.
Karam, Coach, my opinion on this is Indonesia has all the potential possible, the raw material, the talent, the investment required to make a strong football. All the factors are there. It's like a big puzzle, but we need to put the piece of the puzzle together. What are the pieces of the puzzle to make a football more systemic football? It's never been heard before.
Yeah.
In one of our clubs, having a SOP or a SDM to structure the football department, to structure the football operations. I think that's the part that we need to improve. To have code of conduct for the players. The players cannot be joking the way they do in our. It's yeah.
Ya. Itu nilai bercanda yang kadang-kadang selalu dibawa kemanapun. Jadi harus boleh bercanda tapi
There's
ada
time,
tempatnya.
ya. There is a
Ada
time.
waktunya, ada tempatnya gitu. Oke, coach. Tadi pagi saya juga lihat ada cewek-cewek tuh, girls. They also likes to play soccer, which in Indonesia, unfortunately, in general, soccer is not a sport for girls. Okay, generally, I'm not being sexist to the girls, but generally there is opinion why you have to play soccer. You are a girls, you better play something else like swimming, for example, or something. What is your opinion about building up the soccer in Indonesia for girls?
I think the women football is growing everywhere in the world, and they have good potential here. Some of us, I've seen her before in some video of Zamus, but I've seen
Zahra
her.
Musdalifah.
Yeah, I've seen
Okay.
her personally training since I believe the third session today. Very impressive. And again, I was talking to Artur and Hervi today. Look at her. Look at Zara playing. How dedicated she is. How serious she is. She's not joking. She's not. And she sees friends joking, and then she go, "Come on, don't joke now. It's time to work." I think this is the attitude that a lot of boys should have. This kind of attitude. It's amazing.
Oke. Jadi ini yang ngomong Coach Zaino ya, walaupun
Yeah, that's
Zahra
my opinion.
Zahra ini anak buah
That's my
saya.
opinion.
Ini tadi bilang bahwa Zahra adalah salah satu pemain yang sangat serius. Tadi ada teman yang bercanda, dia bilang jangan bercanda, dan
No, serious.
Coach Zaino Matos tadi mempersilahkan Arthur dan pemain-pemain profesional laki-laki untuk melihat sendiri bagaimana Zahra bermain, bagaimana Zahra serius dalam bertanding. Jadi hopefully Liga Putri juga akan berjalan karena mereka juga harusnya dapat porsi yang sama. Ya Coach ya?
Yeah, that's right.
Oke, Coach, as a closing, if you have specific advice for grassroots level, what are they?
Work more, be more serious during your training. We need to go in Brazil. We like to say every day in football, kita mesti kill one lion. That means we need to put our blood, if we have to, on the field. In terms of dedication, I think this is my advice. Indonesia has so much potential, but I think the mindset of the environment, it needs to be more dedicated.
Luar biasa. Luar biasa itu kata-kata yang memang harus diucapkan dan disematkan untuk seorang Coach Zaino Matos, karena saya lihat spiritnya dia ketika melatih, saya lihat semangatnya ketika sudah ada di lapangan atau di kerjaan gitu ya. Itu luar biasa. Thank you so much Coach
Thank
for
you,
your
Coach.
time. Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Good luck for everything and hope to see you again sometimes.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers. TikTok football first. Oi oi oi.